Good morning, players, and welcome to the Abraham Lincoln Sports Archive. Today, we're going to be reviewing over a home game, but first, let me introduce to you our star player of the team, the high school senior football and track star, Eric Wright. When we're reviewing over this game, we'll be learning about his personal fans, what his hobbies are like off the field, and what carves his future in the life of sports. Now, let's play ball. First, let's talk about who drives Eric to be competitive and learn about his competitive head on play style. Every player has their own set of fans and personal team members, starting off with Eric's starring coach and mother, Layla, who also happens to be his biggest fan. Next, we have his cheerleader squad's sisters, Maya and Yolissa. These are the people who stood by his side during his hardships and burnouts. While these players are off on the team supporting Eric, at home we have his second biggest fan, Blue the dog, and not so biggest fan, Casey the cat. They are supporting Eric off the home screen TV, doing the best they can to be supportive. To prepare for his games, he is at Subway, fueling himself off of the Boss sandwich. This is where we get to meet his friends, Caden, Jose, and Jace. These people are able to vouch for Eric to say that he is supportive and caring and that he is there for anyone in need. Next, let us touch down onto his hobbies. His personal interest in computer programming has him fascinated in the fabrication of how one can be made. While studying for computer programming, we can see that he is listening to Lil Nas and Lil Baby. His fascination for creation could also be slid into the factors of human anatomy and other social sciences for school. Next, for our sponsorship, Mark Moore Construction. With building up new sites and reinforcing existing ones, we can be assured that whenever he tears up the field, he can always replace it back up. And when he is not scoring one for the family business, we could see him at the theaters watching The Batman as the action and lore motivates him to shove into his next set of problems. And for his second favorite movie, we could see that it would be Space Jam, as it helps motivate him into competing in sports. Finally, we get to see his interest in golf with playing with his sister, Maya, and his uncle, Terry. Finally, we get to see some highlights into his future with one of life's greatest accomplishments, college. We get to see that Iowa Western acknowledges the factors of what makes Eric a great player, and even accepted one of his applications for computer programming. With plans to compete in track for Iowa Western, we get to see that later plans for competing for Lincoln University can occur. Even though that his future may be uncertain, only one thing is clear to him, and that is to visit the Op Islands, as it was the birthplace of his mother. With all of that aside, we get to see that he plans to later settle on into St. Paul, Minnesota to start a family of his own. Now, let's huddle for a recap of all the key moments in his life. We get to see the support of his peers, the supportive role he plays for his friends and the business, and the determination and dedication of college and representing our school for sports. With all this set aside, we are assured that Eric has a great future ahead of him and that he is going to succeed in representing our school. Now, can we have a clap for Eric and let's go Lynx?